this one, that one, play. Yeah, load in, please. Please do. No, I do not want to access any community. I just want to play the game. Come on. Yep. See, loading. It's jiggly, 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 Jigglypuff, Jiggly Cat, and yeah, we are in the B team. Right there, Bossa. Yeah, we know, right? Oliver and Ruby Bay. Yeah, great job, dudes. Guys, whatever. I am going to say goedemorgen. How's everyone doing? I'm Bibi, and you are amazing as always. Welcome back to Perfect Date. Let's just roll right in there. Yeah, meow. Well, let's continue. Bum Bum is happily living with, I don't know with who again. So now I'm gonna be her, and my name is going to be, what is my name gonna be? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. It's gonna be Libby, right? Is that a no? No, I can't access my thing here. Hold on. Oh god, we got it. I got it. Oh god, everything's okay. That's great. Ah, we got it. Libby. That's somebody else. Is it? Who is it? Okay. Why? Okay. Ah, come on. Come on. Everything. I can't access my... Okay, hold on. What are you gonna call her? What is her name? Boo. Get out. I don't want you. Just move. What is her name gonna be? Well, she's got a pink blouse. There we go. Yeah? Is that it? All of a sudden I have to think of Pinky in the brain. But yeah, here we go. That's somebody else. What are you talking about even? Let's go, Pinky. My lord. Yeah, we're here. I step off the boat and onto Cat Island. I'm full of anticipation about what my first day will bring. Again. Yet again. 8 hours, 1 journal, and a wild cat chase later. Oh, thank God, we're skipping this. So apparently this first day brings physical assault and the biggest trauma of my life. Thank you. We skipped all that. There. Great. Aww. Oh, it's awake. Human, we need to talk to you. Save it. I know that's a ghost. Fluffy bum. Blah, blah. Codification. Blah, blah. Evasive answers. Blah, blah. Antidote. Basically, you need my help. Did I miss anything? No. Not really. Wow, you really did read that journal from front to back, didn't you? Front to back. Finally, someone who did. Well, I'm gonna help you, because not helping you did not turn out well. Fine, I'll help. Whatever. See you after my day job. Oh god. I'm not sure I like me. I am perfect for the pink stuffy cat. Could already tell. Oh god, or for the mayor. I returned to camp feeling a bit less grumpy. I'm just about to enter the lab to begin my legitimate work when the catalog beeps. It's not as loud as it used to be. It didn't even scare me. A message without any contact information. Snitches are what? What? Snitches are what? Who the hell? I don't know. Then I remember reading something about messages in the journal. I was so sleepy last night I didn't recall what it was. I decided to ignore the mystery messenger for now. Or I'll be late for work. Snitches are something. The rest of the day is uneventful, just working in the lab with the professor. I cannot wait to start unpicking this mystery. Oh, isn't he gonna offer me a drink? I guess there are no choices left. I never took the coffee. Never mind. I suppose the cats are my starting point. They must know where they're more than they're letting on. I intend to get to the heart of each of them to see what secrets they may hold. Ooh. Okay, well, good luck with that. I guess. Yeah, save up. Oh, this is going really, really fast. Thank you for that. Less skipping for me. Okay, let's start with the extras, because we had a Sherlock 3 in here that we didn't do last time, because I wanted to save it for this one. I'm coming to the end of my fieldwork for today. It's been a long morning that has taken me close to the opposite end of the island. I don't often get out this far, so I decide to take a break here and eat my lunch. Are there gems on the statues though? I'm just relaxing with my tuna wrap and apple juice when the peace and quiet is disrupted by the familiar sound of a violin. Sherlock, is that you? Watson pokes his head out from behind the rock I'm leaning against. You're quite far from home today. Aren't you nervous being so close to the enemy? Oh, really, Watson? I thought better of you. You sound like you've been spending time with Fluffy Butt. The original elder cats are not the enemy. No? And are they your friends? Well, no, not exactly. But that's only because they're understandably suspicious of why we're here on their island. Your first error, my dear child. He has stopped playing his violin and deigned it to join us. Oh, good. Hello, Holmes. By what evidence do you deduce that this is their island? They were here first. And you know that? How? Quite. You jump to erroneous conclusions based on assumption and zero factual verification. I'm not in the mood for him today. Either make him wind his neck in, or I may have to muzzle him. Try to be patient. He means well. He's just not very socialized. Okay, come on then, Sherlock. Let's hear it. What do you have for me? I have devoted myself to the task of unraveling your problem, and I believe I am on the point of denouement, or something like that. Plain English, please. Yes, yes. He's about to reveal all. What an extraordinarily fitting backdrop for the staging of this revelation. You see over there the shadow cast against the rocks. He's pointing in the direction of the elder territory. I screw up my eyes against the glare of the sun and look at the wall of gray rock in the distance. He's right. I can make out the shadow of a giant cat statue that sits in the middle of the danger zone. So, that's always been there. You're hardly disclosing any groundbreaking developments. Au contraire, my dear. It cannot always have been there. Someone must have put it there. Well, yeah, but long before any of us arrived, believe me, no one would like to understand how it got there and what it signifies more than me. But unless we find a way to communicate with the elders, it's going to remain a mystery. And that is my stock in trade. Go on then, tell all. I continue with my lunch. It's very simple, actually. The statue of Bastet, your goddess, was erected by your leader, or rather by his minions, under his direction. I stop eating. Or what? By who now? Watson, help us out here before we lose patience. I think what my learned friend is trying to tell you is that you are in a cult, and Professor Purr is the charismatic leader. There is a moment of silence when nobody moves until it's broken by my sudden burst of laughter. A cult? Not just a cult, but, to be precise, the cult of Bastet, feline goddess of Egypt. I'm finding it hard to breathe from laughing. And who's in this cult? And why? All of you, of course. Each seeking out a place to belong. Each running away from something. Such as... Take a look, if you will, at the containers you have been filling all morning. Plant samples, yeah? And you will be taking these plant samples to the marigolds. Look, you obviously know all this already, so shall we cut to the chase and you tell me what you think you know about Mr. and Mrs. Marigold? Clearly, I will have to spell it out to you. It is my belief that they have had to seek protection and concealment on this island from both the authorities and rival drug barons. I look over at Watson for some sign of sanity, but he has buried his head in his paws and obviously thinks the same as me. The Marigolds are what now? Drug dealers? They are in the business of the manufacture and distribution of illegal, mind-altering substances, or at least they were, until something drove them out of business and forced them to begin again here. The professor has taken... Oh, God. The professor has taken them in and now put them to work for him in exchange for his silence. How did you ever come up with this in the first place? Exactly, my dear. Just look at the evidence in front of you. They are cultivating a herb garden under your nose. The professor has you believing whatever he chooses. Right. I've had enough of you and your crackpot ideas. Take your little violin and go fiddle elsewhere, Sherlock, before I can tell you are in no mood to open your mind and take seriously the proposals I put forward, and so I will take my leave of you. But in my absence, ponder this. When you engage in the trance-inducing maneuvers your leader trained you in daily, can you be sure he is not gaining control of your mind, body, and spirit? Oh my God. Yoga! He's teaching us yoga! He's already gone and I'm shouting to an empty space. I can only apologize and ask that you don't think too harshly of him. How do you do it, Watson? How do you put up with him? I suppose I care for him rather deeply. Good day. I feel a little ashamed for not caring a bit more than I do. Great drug dealers and cult leaders, and I don't know what. I got an extra Sherlock 4, I think. I think it's gonna save. Are you gonna say? Yeah, it's gonna save. Yeah. Okay, let's just quickly check if it is actually Sherlock 4. Yeah, I got Sherlock 4. Well, let's not do that right now. Let's go on and do some research, shall we? What have we got? We got 7, 9, 13, 11, 7, 11. Well, onward to 7. Professor Popper says we'll be testing some experimental medicines today. I just hope I have the stomach for it. Let's go do that. Right now. Well, there he is, the good old professor. I arrived at the lab a little later than usual today. I got held up by the incredible, important task of petting all the cats I saw on the way in. Really crucial stuff. Aw, me too. As I enter, I see a large, unmarked wooden box on the table. Didn't I already do this? Morning, Professor. I wasn't expecting you to be working alongside me today. I'm not, I'm afraid. I'm actually in rather a hurry, but I needed to explain to you a new protocol I'd like you to carry out for me. He opens the lid of the crate, and inside are rows of small, clear bottles, each containing white fluid. I feel like I've already done this. What is this? Milk? Oh, let's hope it is. No, these are samples from our offshore lab. Samples of what? Exactly what I would love to know. So many questions. Curiosity is a marvelous trait for a scientist. Now I want you to run some tests on these. I want you to check how they respond to the contact with compounds 16, 18, and 24. I noticed how deftly he evaded my question. Didn't I already do this? And that got me, like, killed or something. Once you've done that, provided there are no complications, I'll need you to apply the sample to some of the cats and record the results. I beg your pardon? Apply the sample to the cats, Pinky. We're looking for specific reactions. Of course, sir, but I have a little more information before I start applying an untested product to a living subject. Exactly what I said before. Oh, look, Pinky, I understand your concerns. Of course I do. However, once in a while, one has to trim the red tape, and this is one of those occasions. Now, I really am in the most awful rush, my dear, but I have complete faith in you. Ugh. And suddenly, I'm alone. I pick up one of the samples from the box. It looks like a miniature milk bottle, but the fluid inside is creamier than milk. What is it? Oh no! Oh no, what is it? I retrieved the compounds from the cabinet that the professor wanted me to test and spend some time combining them with the sample. From what I could tell, the compounds are some kind of organic material, but no one has told me where they came from or what they actually are. Oh wait, a large part of that is saliva. Wait, that doesn't make it any better, actually, thinking about it. Oh god. Okay. I look at them under the microscope one by one and add a little of the sample. It's a bit like glue. Oh. So it's hard to get it to combine, but once I do, something odd happens. The dead cells that make up the compounds start to move excitedly. They aren't coming back to life exactly, but they're behaving like living cells. Yeah, that sounds really bad. Like a zombie virus, or at least the start of it. I have no idea what this stuff is, or its intended use, but I do know that I feel uncomfortable applying it to live subjects. I look at the cats in their cages. They look back at me with trusting eyes. No, I'm not gonna do it! No! Ew, what is it? What is it? No. Oh no, what is it? It's not good. It's horrible, horrible. No, I'm not gonna do it! If the professor continues to withhold information, then I think it's only right that I put the responsibility back on him. He can carry out this procedure himself. That's what I said last time. I sent Popper a message from my catalog. Oh god, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Professor, I feel I cannot continue in my task today until I understand the implications of what it is I'm being asked to do to the cats. I'm gonna die. Crap. I don't get a reply right away. I'm gonna get fired and then I'm gonna die. Oh god, now it is loud. Eventually the catalog beeps. Professor Popper has replied. Oh dear, that's disappointing. Well, I'd be happy to comply if you could just give me a little more information. If you really are having such difficulties in carrying out your duties, perhaps it would be best for me to find someone who is better equipped. I knew it! Crap! I'm afraid I'm gonna lose my job if I don't administer the sample. Crap! It's gonna make me do it, isn't it? Okay. Not because I agree with it, but just because I continued to refuse last time, I'm going to back down and administer it. Just for the sake of gameplay. I suppose I have no choice. The professor will fire me if I won't do the job I was hired to do. I try to stay professional and detached. Crap, I don't want to do this. I open one of the crates and retrieve Muffin, a slightly plump Persian. She starts purring as soon as I touch her. She's a little older than the other cats and loves the attention. I hope this stuff doesn't harm her. I set her down on the counter, get a little of the sample, and apply it gently to one of her legs. She seems a bit put out, but she's still purring. That's a good sign. I wait about 20 minutes and nothing has happened. Hopefully another good sign. I apply a little more to the back of her neck this time. I feel really uncomfortable doing this without any recommended dosage or guidelines. Flying blind goes against all of my training to date, but I have to have faith that the professor knows what he's doing. This is his project after all. No, I don't want this. After another 20 minutes, I don't notice anything physical, although Muffin does seem to be little more energetic than usual. She's happily chasing my pen across the counter. I wrestle the pen out of her grip and make some notes of my observations and place her gently back in her crate. I decide to spend the night in the lab. I don't want to leave her alone, just in case anything happens. But by 4 a.m., Muffin is sleeping soundly, and I can't keep my eyes open any longer, so I head back to my tent. Oh, okay. Well, I unlocked Research 8. I really didn't want to do that, but yeah, sure, okay. I guess. Right. Okay, let's have some recon going, shall we? What do we have? We have 5, 14, and 17. Well, 5 it is. Did we do one that's complete already? Unlocks after recon 5. Oh! Unlocks after completing chapter 5. Oh man, the professor's laptop probably has all kinds of interesting files in it. Luckily for me, there's a certain white-haired nerd who says he can hack it for me. Okay, start her up. Is that Kibbles? Aww. The professor keeps all the data on a closed network. I have clearance to access a few files, but most of the info is encrypted and inaccessible to anyone but the professor himself. Good thing then that he left his laptop unattended before going on a trip to the mainland. He's gone to collect some specific components for some of the experiments we're running soon, or so he says, so I'm holding down the fort. When I open it, I see that his laptop is running the same technology at the catalog. It's the only working computer that I've seen on the island. It's password protected as I expected, but that's not a problem because I have a trick up my sleeve. Kibbles! It is Kibbles! Oh! Yay! Come over here, work your magic. Kibbles has been playing with what looks like a rubber band under the professor's desk. He leaps up and stares at the screen with huge black pupils. It's a Unix system. I know this. Okay, so you'll have to use an OS exploit and a pen drive to boot straight to desktop. Okay, well, slow down. I'm not good with this stuff. After some fiddling and impatient instructions from Kibbles, we reach the desktop. The professor's desktop background is a picture of him surrounded by cats. It should look cute, but it looks strangely unnatural. We search for the files. Kip says we can get past the authentication process, but we still need to figure out how to decrypt them. He sets a process going to try to work out the encryption key. While that's working in the background, I take a look around the rest of the computer to see what else I can find. I find a folder with pictures of all the cats in it. They look like they were taken from a distance with a powerful zoom lens. Caught me in mid-sneeze. Not very professional. Why do you think he has these photos? Well, I don't think he took them. He's only interested in cats as research subjects. Ow, I bit my tongue. Really? Then how do you explain this desktop background? Do you know? Oh god, okay, hey there. The computer makes a noise. The program has finished trying to decrypt the files. Ugh. What is it? I couldn't get past the encryption. We could only get access to one file, and it's an old one. I look at what he's referring to. Oh, but it's a good one. Yeah? What's it say? I read the document out loud. Observations on Project Felix. Day 74. Subject's ears are becoming pointed. Hearing range has expanded to 16 kilohertz. Subject appears to be developing a reflective layer behind the retina. Eyesight in darkness has improved by 50% since last measured. Subject's field of view has expanded to approximately 200 degrees. Wow. Body hair is becoming more dense. Longer hairs around the mouth and eyebrows have begun to grow faster and appear to carry sensory information. Whiskers. Attempts to reverse the changes have, so far, proved fruitless. Tomorrow we will carry out further invasive procedures. Day 75. administered a combination of glycosides, glucose, and a chemical extracted from the feral cat's adrenal glands. Ugh. Initial results are promising. Why? Ugh. Subject appears to be in acute pain at all times. Oh God. Day 76. Subject has perished overnight due to sudden heart failure, potentially as a result of increased stress. Yeah. Like if you're in that much pain all the time. What? Post-mortem to be carried out at 1700 hours. Whoa, that's dark. Yes, it is. Probably a good thing you never told the professor you're catified. I nod and download the file to the pen drive as Kibbles instructed. I close the laptop. That's enough for one day, I think. Ugh. So they died. They tried to reverse it, and they just died. Recon 1, I know. I just saw, but oh my God, what the frick-a-frack, right? Oh, that's a thing. I wonder why these recon missions go like and the research just goes in weird orders. If there are numbers to it, like 1 through 18, why doesn't it just start at 1? Weird. Okay, never mind that. Let's go on. Yeah, I have energy for a date. Okay, so you know what? I don't know. I feel I would get along with Snooty Booty. I don't want to get along with Snooty Booty, but I think they'll make a good couple. I'm splayed out like a starfish. Oh God, hiccups. Sorry. On the beach in my bathing clothes. It's a swelteringly hot day. I want hot days. And I find it hard to concentrate on my work. So here I am. Oh my God, I'm doing all sorts of stuff. That's not good. It's the hiccups. I let the cool sea wash over my feet and legs as I lay back on the sand. Stop it. I hear a long, loud sigh come from somewhere nearby, and I sit up to see where it came from. Snooty Booty, in response, in repose under the shade of a palm tree, is looking about her with a concerned expression. One that I've never really seen a cat make before. I go over to her to see if I can help with something. Oh, please tell me you don't want more cream. Are you okay, Snooty Booty? She lets out another long, wistful sigh. To be quite frank with you, human, no, I'm not okay. I cannot expose this delicate skin of mine to the sun, but there is something I need to retrieve from further down the beach. It is quite a predicament. Ah, right. Want me to fetch it for you? Oh, would you really be so kind, human? I would be very grateful. Sure, no problem. We can't have you putting that delicate skin of yours at risk, can we? Snooty Booty looks grave. Indeed not. Skincare must come above all else. Don't you know? One must never expose one's skin to the elements, human. It really is quite aging. Oh God, I really don't like her. One must also never get stressed if one wishes to retain one's youthful aura, which is rather difficult on this frightful island. Oh, I know, believe me. How do you know? Are you stressed? Oh no, that would upset me terribly. Really? Well, that's sweet of you. Oh, of course, you... Oh, wow, that hurt my own ears. What did I do there? You really are a precious thing. I do so hope you are finding your time here pleasant. Don't worry about me, Snooty Booty. I'm fine. Now, what was it you'd like me to get for you? Well, before I tell you, I must ask that you don't inform the others of the whereabouts of this particular item. It's very dear to me, you see, and one of the few luxuries I have all to myself. Please tell me it's not more of that cream. Oh, of course, no problem. I can be discreet when I need to be. I do hope so, human. You see, along the beach just south of here, there is a tree which bears the ripest of coconuts all year round. It is quite splendid. The coconuts are always so sweet and creamy. Snooty Booty looks as if she's lost in a wonderful dream. Sounds lovely? It is. I like to drink coconut water as often as I can, as it is so good for the skin and waistline. Oh my God, help me. But the less civilized denizens of the island keep knocking the coconuts down before they are fully matured. Fortunately, no one else seems to have discovered this particular tree yet. Oh, okay, Snooty Booty, I'll try to find some coconuts for you. I'll be back soon. You have my thanks, human. Yeah, sure. Oh God, okay. I've been walking for a lot longer than Snooty Booty led me to believe. I'm not sure if this is even the right tree. They all look the same to me. Although this one does seem to have more coconuts than the others. I just decided to take a chance and bundle up as many as I can carry in my arms and hold them back to her ladyship. By the time I get back to Snooty Booty, I'm faint from the exertion, not to mention walking so far in the sun. I fall to my knees, panting in front of her. Wow, I go to great lengths to please her. Here you go, Boots. She eyes the pile with a distinct air of disapproval. I only needed one coconut, human. Excuse me, you sent me all the way there for one coconut. Are you insane? Oh, these are far too many. Well, I do apologize, madame. Tell me you didn't plunder the tree. No, there are plenty on the ground already, so... Oh well, that's a small mercy. At least you didn't hack them down. Hack them down? With what? Oh, your hands are rather large and leathery. Oh my God, help me. Snooty Booty, I do not use my hands for deforestation. Yeah, this is not Minecraft. Well, I'm sure you did your very best, although I really don't know what I'm going to do with so many coconuts. You're welcome, I'm sure. I look down at the pile of coconuts, and it strikes me properly for the first time how strange it is that there are no creatures on the island to plunder them. What do you think it is, Snoots, that keeps wildlife away from this island? Do you mean the magnetic barrier? God, my throat. Magnetic barrier? Oh, do keep up, human. I thought you were meant to be a scientist. Wait, isn't that like in a journal that I read back to front, according to myself? I realize she must be referring to the force field that surrounds the island. Ah, I did read it. Now, be a dear and crack one open for me. With my enormous hands. Oh no. Well, you could try, I suppose. Yeah, Minecraft style, baby. I push down the irritation that is slowly rising in me and I smile politely. On second thoughts, I'll be right back with a screwdriver. Oh, what? Oh God, my skateboard. Snooty Booty looks horrified. It's a sharp metal tool that bores into things. What on earth do you need one of those for? So that I can make a hole to get the water out of the coconut. How else would you propose I do it? Oh, look around you, dear. Look at nature's bounties. What about that? Snooty gestures with a limp paw at a shard of rock nearby. Snoots, how do you usually get the water out of the coconut when there isn't a human around? Oh, the exuberant Kibbles simply loves to break things. Have you not noticed? Kibbles, it's one of the few reasons I tolerate him, don't you know? Far better than one of your screw dribblers, don't you think? Huh. I reach over and pick up the rock. It does look like it could actually do the job. Okay, let's give it a try. Here it goes. Holding the coconut in a palm leaf, I gently tap the shell a few times with a stone before finally whacking it. It cracks open surprisingly easy, and the water drains into the leaf. There now, see how nature provides, human. Yep, again, you're welcome. Quite. Ugh, Snooty Booty stretches her neck and then upper body towards the leaf. She sticks her tongue out as far as it can go before raising her big eyes to me. I can't quite seem to... Oh my god! Snooty Booty! Someone ought to kick you in the behind! No! Is she asking me to feed her or to give her, like... I suddenly realized what she's getting at. Maybe you should get up. Yeah, maybe you should, but just let me help you there, madame. I let her struggle for a moment or two before I begin to feel a little bit like a child pulling the wings off of a fly. She can't help the way she is. I guess maybe not. You seem to be struggling a bit, Boots. Well, you've placed my libation slightly out of my reach. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to help? Bring it a little closer, perhaps. Oh, of course I would, human. Are you being deliberately obtuse? I would very much like to help you, Snoots, but you make it rather difficult. How? I don't understand. I've been perfectly clear in my instruction. You see, I'm under a spell. It's a very powerful one, which prevents me from following any instruction unless accompanied by some magic words. Oh, would you care to enlighten me? Well, it would go something like this. Please, human, would you mind passing me my libation? Thank you very much. There is a pause, during which I'm really not sure what Snooty Booty is thinking. Suddenly the Sphinx erupts into peals of laughter. I seem to have forgotten my manners. Please do be so kind, human. I would be most obliged. Oh, well, go on then. I nudged the leaf closer to her, and she delicately laps at it. I truly am indebted. Many thanks. That looks delicious. Well, there are like 1,000 coconuts. Have some. Snooty agrees without taking a break. You know, searching for those coconuts was thirsty work. Oh, just take one. I'm sure it was. She's still lapping at the water. Oh, my throat's a bit scratchy, especially in this heat. Snooty Booty finally comes up for air. Quite. That's the beauty of the coconut, you see. So hydrating and most palatable, too. You really ought to try it sometime. I look down at the now dry palm leaf. Yes, that's a good idea, Boots. And the very best thing after drinking coconut water is to curl up and have a nap, you know. Beauty sleep is most important. Oh, is that so? Indeed, human. I suppose you have other things to do now. Well, Snooty Booty yawns and closes her eyes. I suppose I do. Sweet dreams, princess. She snores softly in reply. Oh my god, that was like the worst first date ever in history. What happened there? I don't like it. I have to teach her some manners. Oh god. Okay, I need to sleep because I'm gonna pass out. Actually, I want to know what happens if I do that. Let me just get further along. A lovely nap, magic. Yep, we know. Magic all around us. Oh god, I need to drink those voices. And when they talk, I follow. Yeah. Okay, let's go do some recon. Recon 1. Yeah. There's something the professor is hiding from me. I know just the cats for the job. Okay, well. There is a trap door in the floor of the lab that is completely off limits. I've spied the professor going in and out a couple of times, but he always keeps it locked. And it's never mentioned. He uses a key card to enter, but as far as I'm aware, there are no copies. Strange, though, having a trapdoor in a tent, let alone special high-tech security, I can't help wondering what on earth could be down there. I don't know if it's the catification or this environment, but my curiosity has really started to get the better of me recently. I've spent some time ruminating and have finally formulated a plan on how to get past the trap door and into whatever is beneath it. But this is more than a one-person job. I need to find an accomplice. Is it? I've made my way down to the beach to a familiar sight at this time of the day. Snooty Booty, McMurphy, and Kibbles are reclining in the afternoon sun. Ha! Yes. Hey! Oh! They're all here. Oh, my heart. Oh, the gang's all here. Can't you count? There's only 3 of us. No, my love interests. Oh. I didn't mean to literally, Kibbles, but it's good to catch you. I need a willing volunteer to help me on my mission. Pinky, my dear. Charmed though I always am to see you. You really do have a particular skill for interrupting one's beauty sleep. Now, if you could just move slightly to your left. I can't talk anymore. You're casting a shadow. Help me, for I strangle her. Ooh. I shift my position and lower my expectations. This may not go as smoothly as I'd hoped. How about a Murph? Oh. Murph. Oh, Murphy. McMurphy. Oh, my heart. My heart still breaks. Fancy going on an adventure? Ah, Kara. You must know Cat's a bit better than that by now. You're going to have to give us all the details before you get any of us to agree to anything. Okay. How about this for intrigue? I have discovered a trapdoor in the ground of the main lab. Yeah, what about it? Oh, you know about it already? Well, obviously, it's not exactly hidden. So what's down there? Don't know, don't care. Only the professor goes down there, Kara, and you can't blame us for not wanting to keep him company. Not that we'd be welcome. Come on, guys. Aren't any of you slightly curious? I already have a plan figured out. All I need is someone smart, stealthy, and skillful to be my partner in crime. Ah, Kara, there are many things I would do for you, but going into the professor's territory is not one of them. I bet you would do it for BB. Aww. I'm surprised at you, McMurphy. I thought you, at least, would be lured by the thrill of the unknown. Unknown, my eye. Whatever the professor is hiding out there can't be good. That much we do know. I don't even know why you asked us. How could a bunch of cats help you? Ah, well, I'm glad you asked that, Kibbles. In brief, I've already worked out that the door is operated by an automatic mechanism. When the boss walks through the door, it closes and locks behind him instantly. Well, almost instantly. It's your job to prevent that mechanism from making contact. Obviously, but how? I will sneak you into the lab in my backpack, and when the professor is exiting the trapdoor, I will distract him while you make a break for it, and using your epic weapon as a tool, prevent the door from fully sealing. Oh, yeah, my weapon. And that will be your pebble. Kibbles looks like he's about to scarp her, and I know I have to move quick. I open my rucksack. In you pop. I know you'd be the bravest cat of them all. You better not get Kibbles into any trouble. Pinky. McMurphy flashes me a wink and nudges Kibbles forward. Valiant and brave as ever, Kibbles. You're a better man than me. Kibbles gulps and slinks into my backpack. I head back to the lab before he can change his mind. You better keep Kibbles safe, Pinky. Or, I mean it. It's not cool. That's my boyfriend you're dealing with here. Now you got to be as quiet as you can. Well, actually, it's Bum Bum's boyfriend, so be careful with him. Now you got to be as quiet as you can. A muffled voice comes from inside my bag. Hey, Pinky, your job is really boring. Kibbles, my job isn't waiting around for people to go through trapdoors all day. But what exactly is your job? Well, it varies from day to day. Most of the time, I'm looking after the cats. A friendly tabby called Oscar meows from his cage, as if he knows what we're talking about. Other days, I might receive a delivery of samples and have to run extensive tests and log the information. Hey, Pinky, your job is really boring. Shh! I cut him off as the trapdoor begins to open, and I give my backpack an elbow as the professor emerges. Ah! Good day, Pinky. Beginning on the new samples, are we? Always good to get a head start. Oh, yes, sir. I actually wanted to ask your opinion on this one. As I walk the professor over to my workstation, Kibbles has already leapt out of my bag and darted through the trapdoor just before it closes. Actually, I see what I've done. I misread the 8 for a 3. Now it all makes sense. Sorry to waste your time, Professor. No worries, Pinky. Say, may I ask when the last time was that you visited the optician? Just before I came to the island. Everything was perfectly normal, sir. Jolly good. Just checking. The professor pushes his specs up onto the bridge of his nose and wafts out of the room. Oh, what is on my... Oh god, okay. I breathe a sigh of relief and run over to Kibbles. He has wedged a small rock inside the rim so that I can just pull the heavy door open. Well done, comrade. I knew you were the cat for the job. Kibbles looks proud in spite of his fear. Victory or death? I step down to join him, leaving the pebble wedging open the door above our heads. Ugh. Oh, you better keep Kibbles safe. Oh, man. Immediately, I can make out a staircase in the gloom, taking us further underground. By the time we reach the last step, the temperature has changed noticeably, and I realize my teeth are chattering. Don't be scared, Pinky. I'll protect you. Thank you, Kibbles. I fumble along the wall for a light switch. As soon as the lights come on, I cannot help but gasp. Lots of drawers. What am I gasping at? In front of us is a set of steel cabinets. The light glints off them and forces my eyes into a squint. Okay. This place reminds me of something, but I cannot think of what. Yeah, I can. It's called a morgue, but sure. The drawers of the cabinets are neatly labeled, each explaining what it is contained within. Gallbladder, claw, front left, parotid gland. Parotid gland? There are hundreds of these, row upon row. I opened a drawer labeled claw, rear right. It's what I feared I would find. Boxed claw samples, each labeled with a name, number, and some notes about that particular subject, age, weight, breed, coloring. Every component that makes up a cat is laid out neatly in front of us. As a scientist, I'm used to seeing animal parts, but there's something different about this place. The sheer volume is overwhelming. Cat after butchered cat. It's horrifying. I feel sick. I know what this place reminds me of. A morgue. Yeah, that's what I've said. What the hell is this? Is this what they're doing to the cats that die here? I wonder if they're even waiting for them to die. But I keep my thoughts to myself. I don't think so. Not so many of them. I look through the notes that Papa left on top of the cabinet. It looks like they harvest these from the cats that died during testing so they can study the effects of various compounds on each of the specimens. Neither Kibbles nor I feel curious anymore. We decide to close this particular door behind us. Oh man. Ugh. Well, yay, did that. Whoop-de-doo. I need a rest. Oh my god. Ugh. I don't like that. I don't like that. You had a lovely nap. Yeah, just like magic. I know. Oh, whoop, clicked wrong. I know. Magic. Great. I don't seem to be having dreams anymore. I don't know why. Baby got like insane dreams. And then Dee Dee got some dreams. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, let's do the second research. What have we got? 8, 9, 11, 13. Let's go for 8. My favorite number. It's time to check on Muffin. I hope she's okay after those tests. Yes! Lovely! I would love to do that, actually. I arrive at the lab at the usual time. As I walk through the door, the professor is standing right in front of me with a disconcerting smile on his face. Oh, God. Oh. Ah, Pinky! Perfect timing! Morning, Professor? Have you seen Muffin today? I haven't. Why'd you ask? See for yourself. He steps aside, and as I enter the tent, I immediately see what he's referring to. Muffin is bounding and scurrying at breathtaking speed, sending everything in her path flying. What? Oh god, well... Crikey, Professor, what on earth has gotten into her? Some time ago, we tried to test a new sample on her, but there was no response at the time. I expect that this is just a much delayed reaction to that sample. She's like a hyper kitten. Indeed, I have an assignment for you today. You want me to catch her, don't you, sir? Absolutely. You must retrieve some samples for analysis, skin, hair, and saliva. Wait a minute. Does it look like there are some very weird hairs growing out of the professor's head? Or is it just me? What is up with his head? Right, okay. The professor chuckles to himself as he wanders out of the lab. Oh, no, okay, never mind. There's a scratch marks. He's right to laugh. This isn't gonna be easy. Muffin is bouncing all over the place. God. Okay, so I have a muffin and a mech muffin? Or was it? I don't know. I stumbled around for a while trying to catch her, but she's too fast. I have to think this through strategically. I have to sit down and let her come to me, I think. Catching her by hand is never gonna work, but if I know Muffin, I know she won't be able to resist a good lap. Yeah, because she was purring and stuff, right? I take a seat across the room from her and wait. I pretend I'm not paying her any attention. I take out my catalog and check my messages. I notice out of the corner of my eye, Muffin has stopped bouncing around. I continue to ignore her. Next thing I know, the Persian fluff ball has landed on my lap and is purring solicitously. God, those words. I let it sit for a minute before taking the necessary samples with minimum fuss. Then I replace her in a crate. Yeah, that's what I would do actually in real life, instead of using weird tricks. I'm preparing and cataloging the samples when I notice something peculiar. The hair sample looks brittle, like it could turn into ash in my hand. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I glance up at Muffin and she's sleeping in an unnatural starfish position as though she conked out mid-leap. It makes me feel uneasy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, she's still alive. Oh, I go and give her a gentle stroke. She seems perfectly fine and relaxed, but I can't help feeling she seems older than before. I think I'm getting paranoid. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Did I kill her by giving her the milky stuff? Oh no. Oh god. I killed her, didn't I? Oh, I don't want to have killed her. I'm trying to trigger a dream. No, crap. Okay, magic. Yeah. Shoot. It's not coming. The dreams are just not coming anymore. Why not? Man. Okay, cool. We got this though. Let's go on a date. Oh god, snooty booty. Now I remember. Yeah, Floofy butt is out of the question. What is Ravenpaw all about? Snooty booty, snoots. I've been searching for the Sphinx for what feels like ages. For a cat that never seems to move, she's surprisingly difficult to find. I'm answered eventually by an unintelligible murmur coming from the shade of a nearby tree. Of course, she's sleeping. Snooty booty. I poke at her gently to try and rouse her. I have something for you. A gift, as it happens. Oh, human, it's you. Whatever are you doing up and about at this time? It's midday, Boots. Snooty stares at me uncomprehendingly. I have an hour for lunch and I came to spend it with you. But if it's not a convenient time, I could always find something else to do. Wait, you mentioned a gift? Well, yeah, I suppose. I had the idea when we were drinking. Well, when you were drinking from the coconut I fetched for you the other day. I took some of the remaining coconuts over to the lab and cooked up some coconut oil. Snooty Booty opens her mouth wide. Wide? What? No. No, it's not for eating. I sit awkwardly, staring at her, gaping down her throat, unsure what exactly she's doing. Oh God. Well, I'm ready to break my fast, human. It's hard sometimes to know whether to laugh or spit with this spoiled feline. Oh, please don't spit. You'll spit right in her mouth. No, Boots, this isn't for eating. Oh God, help me. You mentioned how good drinking coconut water is for you, so I thought what is that sentence all about? You might like some coconut oil to rub into your skin. You might like, keep you moisturized and youthful? Aren't you terribly clever? I can't help but blush. Snooty Booty rarely compliments anyone, so I feel honored. You may begin. Oh my God, I have to rub it into her, don't I? Snooty Booty lolls onto her back, exposing her plump pink tummy to me. Hey now. Hey now. This is, hey. Well, that is oh, you want me to rub it in for you. Snooty Booty simply smiles in response. Well, it please wouldn't go amiss. Yes, well, I didn't want to make a fuss, but I would prefer it if you asked first. Oh my God. Help me. Someone help me. I really want to strangle this cat. Like, okay. We could do this. I sigh. There's not much point in arguing with Princess Snooty Booty. I don't think she actually means to be rude. Sometimes she just doesn't seem to understand how to talk to people as equals. I don't have the energy to deal with it today, but I make a note that at some point she and I are going to have a little chat about etiquette. Oh, thank God, please do. Please, may I rub this coconut oil into your skin? Yes, you may. I pour some of the pungent liquid into the palm of my hand. I rub it together with the other. I have no idea what I'm doing, as I've never massaged anyone before, but I work along the lines of putting sunscreen on a friend. Not scream, cream. As I touch the warm, loose skin, oh God, on Snooty's primordial pouch, I'm struck by how delicate she really is, and I try to be as gentle as possible. Is this okay? You're very skillful with your hands, human. Oh, well, that is, yeah. Okay. I do so wish I had those thumb things. They seem so useful. Yeah, they are. They're quite handy, to be honest, but paws are cool too. Snooty Booty lazily inspects one of her paws. Do my paws next, will you? Snooty's skin is reacting well to the treatment, and she has become shiny and, oh God, pliant. I see the good it's doing. I move on to massage her paws, but I'm quite taken aback by the length of her claws. Oh my, Boots, your claws are really quite long. Don't you use a scratch pose or anything? What? You know, something abrasive to file them on. Oh, whatever for? Well, it's part of being a cat, really. It stops them catching on things. Snooty Booty is peering at me with one judgmental eye open. Stop hiccuping. Caught on what exactly? I don't know, Snoots. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, no, do go on. I'm intrigued. You seem to be implying that there is a degree of neglect in my grooming. No! Oh, God, I most certainly am not. You are by far the most high-maintenance, a highly groomed cat I've ever seen. In fact, you are the perfect example of a sphinx. I'm a... What sphinx? She's trying to get me to say perfect again. It's hard to keep my face straight. Absolutely perfect, Snoots. And you're an expert? Well, I wouldn't call myself that, but I have been reading up on Sphinx cats, and you have all of the characteristics of a pedigree. Oh, it's very sweet of you to say so. Remind me, what would those be? I hesitate for a moment, trying to remember what pause for thought listed as the top features to look for in Sphinx. There was rather a lot of info, and I want to give her the best bits. Well... Okay. So far, being honest has worked out best for me. But this is Snooty Booty we're talking about here, so let's flatter her. Well, let's see. I have a feeling Snooty Booty would not appreciate some of the common qualities of a Sphinx, including wrinkles and pot bellies, so I decided to cherry pick and dress it up a bit. Sphinx cats are well known for their beautiful big eyes and high, prominent cheekbones. Snooty Booty extends her neck and widens her eyes. She also appears to suck in her cheeks, which gives her the looks of someone who's not wearing their dentures. Oh, help me. Oh, God, help me. It's very disconcerting, and they have a very shapely physique. This isn't strictly true. Sphinxes tend to be quite muscular, but something tells me Snooty Booty wouldn't approve of that description. She has now extended her entire body into what looks like a yoga stretch. Oh God, stop it. I see. Go on. Your skin is soft, buttery. This is sort of true. Because they don't have fur to soak up excess oils, Sphinx cats can become quite greasy. It is recommended that they be patted down with a cloth as part of their regular grooming. I'm listening. And, they're very regal. Regal? I'm not sure where that word came from, but Snooty Booty seems to enjoy it. Oh, well, human, it seems you have a vast and accurate knowledge of my kind. I'm rather impressed with you. I blush. It's not often that she gives out compliments, but when she does, it makes you feel $1 million. Thank you, Snoots. Which prompts me to take that you were saying about my claws far more seriously. Do you think you ought to tend to them? No. I think you need to tend to them. In what way? The length. I believe you were suggesting they ought to be trimmed. I wasn't saying that, but I don't think it's such a bad idea. Perhaps I could help you with that. A manicure? What a marvelous idea. Let's say tomorrow, same time. Well, if I can get away, I feel like she's played me. You really are most kind. Thank you, human. And with those few words, my heart is a puddle at her feet. Is it? Is it really? How? Ugh. Okay, well, great. Well, Pinky seems to like her, so I thought she might. Saving. I'll save up. Save up. Let's see. Do we have anything? Did we do the Sherlock 4? Or not? I'm not sure now. Let's see. I don't think so. I've been helping with the deliveries this morning. There are only 3 boxes left, which I'm attempting to carry in one run, so that the final box is perched precariously on top of the other 2. Bob recommends I only take 2 at a time, but I want to get on with other things. I'm inching my way blindly along the jetty path, regretting my impatience, when suddenly something flies out of nowhere and all 3 boxes go scattering in front of me, tripping me up into the bargain. What the? Are you bowing before me? I know who that infuriating voice belongs to before I look up. Okay. Sherlock, what are you doing? You scared me half to death. Allow me to help you up. We are most terribly sorry. Thank you. I'm sure you are, Watson, but I find it hard to believe he understands what sorry feels like. Sorry is a word, my dear. You cannot feel a word. Actually, I think you and Snoopy Booty would go very well together. He's about to launch into one of his rhetoric marathons. So I interrupt him before it's too late. He's like a juggernaut, very difficult to stop once it's at full speed. Ooh, X-Men! Never mind all that. Why are you here? I didn't call for you. Exactly. You didn't call, so I needed to come unannounced. I have news. A breakthrough. Really? I have been ruminating. Reminiscing? I don't know. The picture is becoming clearer. More of the dots are joining. This great jigsaw that is overwhelmingly you has just found another piece. A great jigsaw that is overwhelmingly me. Right. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a corner piece. Ooh, those are always good though. He's so frustrating. No, corner pieces are great. Are you saying you found something out? Well, indeed. I'm not sure. Something highly significant has come to me. Huh? Don't get your hopes up. In a dream. Why do you get all the dreams? Oh. Yes, afraid so. The greatest thinkers of all time have relied upon the hallucinatory guidance of dreaming, not the dreams of the sleeper, shut down and flabby. No, the dreams I speak of are self-induced, insightful, from a trance, the opening of the subconscious mind while the frontal lobe is distracted. I bit my tongue. Owie, owie, owie. Hypnotism. Sorry? He's talking about self-induced hypnotism. He practices it a lot. It looks a lot like sleeping. So you may as well tell me, now that you've caused such mayhem. I look around and see that one of the boxes has burst open when it hit the ground, and the contents are scattered around us. I begin to gather them up when Sherlock snatches one out of my hands. The very proof. This, Watson, this is what I'm talking about. Tins of tuna. What about them? I've tried to tell him. To you, these may be innocent tins of tuna, but to me, they represent the corruption and deceit that is at the very heart of this God-forsaken island and the cult that inhabits it. This again. He thinks he's worked it all out. And so I have, if you will all stop jabbering for one moment and allow me to speak. Watson and I exchange a look of expiration and allows Sherlock to take center stage. This, he holds up the tin of tuna again, is no ordinary can of fish. It is more like a can of worms. Okay, ew now, disgusting. The most cursory of investigation uncovers that what we really have here is the contraband of these two latter-day pirates who plunder the waters of the wider ocean and peddle their ill-gotten gains to the unsuspecting merchants on the mainland. What are you talking about? I lean in close to Watson so that Sherlock doesn't overhear me. Joe and Bob? Yes. Pirates? Would seem so. Their unscrupulous fishing methods have drawn the attention of the world-renowned vigilante environmentalist army, Libre Vert, who have hounded them across the salty battlefields and forced them to retreat into hiding here, within your very cult. He's gone mental, hasn't he? I fear so. Here, amidst the drug peddlers and the cross-dressers, under the protective cross-dressers? Whoa, hold it there, Sherlock. Say that last bit again. In spite of your mulish refusal to accept the truth, the caretakers and the security guard. Zane? The very same. Cross-dressing. Watson emits a small groan. Bows his head. Okay. I'm back. How else would you explain the bottles of nail varnish, the perfumed skin creams, the nylon stockings size XXL extra large and flung indiscriminately around the camp with the abandon of a cheap burlesque? Let me just stop you there for one moment, you utter numpty. Oh, steady. Not that it would matter one jot if anyone chose to cross-dress, or that it would be any of your business, but just for the sake of accuracy, allow me to educate you. The nail varnishes belong to the previous research assistant. Actually, that was a dude. The stockings are used in the hope of catching small, airborne life forms that might help our research. And as for the creams, that is the mystery that I've been investigating and researching since my arrival on this island. A mystery that you, oh great detective, have been no help with whatsoever. Now, notice, if you will, the word research was used several times in my statement. That's because I'm a scientist, and in science, we do not present the prognosis unless we have done the research to uncover sufficient evidence to lend our findings credibility. There are no facts underpinning your theories, Mr. Holmes, and that reduces them to the level of boulder dash, whatever that means. I see the way it is. The truth can be hard to swallow, and with hurt pride as an accompaniment, it may be altogether unpalatable. Perhaps, Watson, it would be kind to leave our client to digest these revelations in private. That's possibly the most insightful idea you've had so far. When you see how wrong you've been and how right I am, you will be grateful that I have spared you public humiliation. Watson has got to his feet and is tugging on Sherlock's coat sleeve. Indeed, my friend, now let's go and eat some of this excellent tuna for lunch, and you can explain to me how you managed to solve this ticklish conundrum so brilliantly. I stand with my mouth open, watching them leave, not quite believing what I'm hearing. Then Watson turns back to me and winks. It's a small gesture, but it makes everything fall into place. Of course, Watson knows it's nonsense, but he allows Sherlock to believe he's right, simply because he loves his friends and accepts him for who he is. No embarrassment. I feel touched as I bend down to pick up the remaining tins of fish. We could all do with a bit of that in our lives. I guess we could. Couldn't we? Well, Elementary. I love that show. That was so good. I love that show. It was so very good. Anyways, what do we do? Let's have a bit of romance going, shall we? Yeah, Snooty. I can't click on it. Okay, Snooty. Yeah, meow. Oh, it's so cute. Meow. So cute. Hey, Snoots. Fancy seeing you here. Oh, where am I clicking? Whoops. Excuse me. Really? But this is my spot, human. I'm often to be found here. I let it go because I'm so excited about what I've brought. Pick a hand. I hold my fists out in front of Snooty Booty. Ooh, a game! How merry! She stretches out her paw in the direction of my left hand. Ta-da! I open it to reveal a piece of coarse stone that I cut up in the lab. Ooh, what a lovely rock you have there. It's a coarse stone. I thought it could work well as a nail file. What a clever thing you are. That's not even the best bit. Look! I open the other fist to reveal my fantastic find. Oh my, what is that thing? It's nail polish. I found it in the lab. Oh my god, am I really going to polish her nails? I have no idea who it could belong to, and honestly, I don't like to think too much about it. But I figured I could borrow it for one short hour without anybody missing it. And it looks like just your color. I squint at the bottom of the bottle. It's called Desire. I raise my eyebrows at the Sphinx. Ooh, nail polish, you say? Show me, human. She suddenly seems more interested. I thought I could try giving you a salon-style manicure, befitting a lady. Most sweet of you. Now, shall we sort the snacks and drinks first? Oh, well, I came straight from work, so I didn't really... Oh, never mind. It won't take you more than a moment to fetch a coconut, and then we shall begin. Oh, no. I can't believe I'm actually doing her bidding. You have to hand it to her. That air of entitlement certainly gets her what she wants. I'm back quickly and out of breath. Within minutes, we settle into our session. Tell me if this feels at all uncomfortable, Snoots. I've never done this before, so guidance would be most helpful. It's surprisingly satisfying. I can see why other cats might engage in the process of scratching at trees and rocks. I've always thought they were hunting for termites, like little scavengers. Next foot. I've finished her hind legs, and I'm on the final front paw. This stone works really well. Did I tell you how I cut it in the lab? I don't believe you did. So how does this nail polish work? Is it like paint? I ignore her rudeness. Exactly. Paint. Paint it on and wait for it to dry. I've never painted someone's nails before, so this will be a new experience for both of us. I open the bottle and make the first stroke. Try to keep as still as possible. I think you'll find I am statuesque in my stillness. Your hand is less so. I know, sorry, your nails are just so tiny. I'm trying to color within the lines. What lines? Never mind, it's a human thing, I guess. I'm not sure I care for the smell of this nail polish. Really? I quite like it. Reminds me of pear drops. What? Oh, sorry, another human thing. Whoa, look though, your paws look fantastic. Really? Do they now? The long, sleek talons are glinting a shiny red in the sunlight. Oh my, I'm spectacular. She extends her claws momentarily and presses them into my arm. Not enough to puncture the skin, but if I tried to move, it would hurt. For the first time, I appreciate what lethal weapons they could be. I must keep that in mind. So, come on then. I take out my catalog. Come on, what? Pose for the camera. Oh, goodness. I hadn't realized this was going to be a photographic session also. How exciting. Yes, well, I'm going to have to remove that varnish before I go, so I thought it would be nice if you have a photo. Remove it? The Sphinx cat looks appalled. Whatever for? Oh, Snoots, I'm sorry. Didn't I say I can't leave it on you permanently? It would impede the natural retraction of your claws. Then I shall leave them extended. You can't do that. Her expression darkens. I beg you pardon. I thought for a moment I heard you tell me what I can't do. Surely I was mistaken. Okay. How can I compromise? Will I get it off if I compromise? No, Snoots, you heard me perfectly well. I must insist that you allow me to remove it. Insist? Her forehead wrinkles with a raised eyebrow. I need to tread carefully here. Ask your permission. Please, may I remove the varnish now? But it simply does not make sense. Why do it in the first place? Well, I know how much you enjoy things like this, pampering. I thought it would be a fun thing for us to share. You had fun, didn't you? Well, yes, but I certainly wouldn't have had I known you were simply doing it to taunt me. I wasn't doing it to taunt you, Boots. She seems genuinely upset. I'm sorry. There's an awkward little standoff. Her eyeing the rubbing alcohol, me eyeing her claws. I rack my brains to think of a way to compromise with her. Perhaps if I tried appealing to her sense of style. I wonder if you'd like to try something. I don't know why I didn't do it in the first place, actually. I'm so forgetful sometimes. You're withering. Well, just before I came to the island, there was a craze sweeping the fashion world. I can tell I've caught her attention. Blah, blah, blah. I read all about it in a Bon Vivant magazine. Go on. It's a French thing, apparently. Snooty Booty cocks her head to the side. It's called, the Pinky Flick. fleshy ruse. She's going for it. I feel encouraged. I'm thinking on my feet. All the celebrities are doing it. Doing what? Having their pinky nail painted while their other nails are left natural. Just one nail? She looks intrigued. Yes, it really does look like striking. Does look so striking and a la mode. Show me. Bullseye. I go to take Snooty's paw in mine, but she snatches it away. No. Shoo me. I pause, uncertain of what she means. Then the penny drops. She wants me to paint my own pinky nail with desire. Oh, gladly. I suppose I should have expected Snooty Booty to attempt to groom me at some point. Here it goes. I swipe some of the bright red polish on my left pinky. What do you think? Looks a la mode, right? I hold my pinky finger to the corner of my mouth coyly. Well, I suppose it does look rather fetching. I'll make a deal with you, human. I will wear my nails a la mode if you promise to keep yours painted for the rest of your stay here. It's a deal. I doubt that such a tiny amount of varnish will cause her too much harm. It will come off naturally quite soon anyways. Mine, on the other hand, is going to be more permanent. I can't wait to explain this to Professor Popper. Why would Professor Popper be interested in my nail polish? My god, that's just creepy. I think I did the right thing here. I think I chose wisely. I need to drink though. That high voice is not good for me. Okay, let me try to trigger another dream. I don't. It worked! Yes! Yes, I sit in a position Professor Popper taught me. Legs crossed, back straight, wrists resting lightly on my knees and fingers. Oh, and I'm gonna say now. Formed and on my knees and fingers formed into loose circles with forefinger and thumb touching gently. And then I say I close my eyes and hear a rhythmic purring, slow and steady. Oh god, is that me? My fur prickles. My fur? Aha! I'm a cat. My fur prickles at the sea breeze, and my ears twist at the distant sounds of feet on wood and seagulls crying in another faraway place. So there are birds here. The smell of the sea fills my nostrils. The taste of salt fills my mouth. I begin to focus on my breathing and the rhythm of my heartbeat, allowing my mind to drift. As I take a deep breath in, the tide comes creeping toward me, as though I'm pulling it, when it's just centimeters away from my bare toes. Ow, my tongue! Oh god! I slowly release my outward breath to a count of 5 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With each beat, I push the tide back into the horizon until it's almost touching the rising sun. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Drifting now, without attachment to thought, a mind free from worry and care. What was that? That was intriguing. I'm glad I triggered a dream though, finally. Okay, let's do we have any extras left? Nope. Okay, let's get back in. Let's do our last recon mission. Let's go see what is up with this. 14, 17. Well, 14 it is. It might be worth taking a closer look at the comic Kibbles made. Aha. Why? I'm laying in my tent, looking at the comic Kibbles made. It's a really heartwarming thing. He's put a lot of work into it. Wait, but that was for Bum Bum. As I'm looking, I notice something behind some of the colors. It looks like Kibbles might have painted over something he found. I can just about make out a signature in the lower right corner. The more I squint, the more I believe it's Professor Popper's. I wonder what this used to be. I suppose it'd be possible to clean off the paint and see what's underneath, but I can't bring myself to do that. Maybe there's something at the lab that I can use to see more without destroying the artwork. Huh. I arrive at the lab just after dark. Uh-oh. Is Zane gonna be creeping around? But I'm guaranteed to have the place to myself. Oh god. There's a portable x-ray machine in the back. We use it— Ow! Stupid tongue! What the frick? We use it to examine the bones of the cats after changing their diet. It has a light box attached to it so that we can see the x-rays properly. A light box. Not a light box, a light box. It's this piece of equipment that I'm hoping will release the secrets under Kibble's work of art. I lay out the comic on top of the light box. I can see the image quite clearly under the paint. It's a letter. Okay. Dear Jonathan, firstly, I would like to wish your— Oh, did the professor write this? Okay. Dear Jonathan, firstly, I would like to wish yourself and Martha a very happy new year. I understand your concerns. The recent closure of our account at your cat farm may indeed negatively impact your business. Oh. I can assure you this decision was not taken lightly. I would like to take the time to personally thank you and your family for your help in providing us with cats over the years. Ah, so the Marigolds used to own a cat farm. But then, I mean, they had like a thing going with the business the professor is working at. And they closed their account. They didn't need cats any longer, and somehow that negatively impacted their business. Okay, so that they're working here now. From my last letter, it's clear that you don't fully understand our reasoning. The traditional methods of farming cats have, as you pointed out, been perfectly acceptable for many years. However, recent advances in technology that our team have employed mean that we are able to produce cats on a far greater scale and much more quickly than using the traditional methods. Oh god, what? Our offshore facility can produce 100 cats in the time it would take you to rear 10. I would, however, like to repeat our offer of a job in the offshore nursery. Your family has been an asset to this company for many years, and we would like to show you our loyalty and appreciation. Please do consider this offer seriously. Warm wishes and season's greetings from Professor Popper and team. Yeah, so it was the professor. That's why they're working here. An offshore cat breeding facility? We have an island overrun with cats right here. Why would we need— Before I could even form the question in my mind, I know what the answer is. This island is the offshore facility. Professor Popper was obviously keeping it well under wraps. I look back at Kibble's sweet picture and wonder how on earth he had this letter in his possession. Slowly, another thought begins to force its way into my consciousness. What if Jonathan and Martha accepted the offer that was made to them and came to work on the island? They did! They're the Marigolds. What if they brought their young son with them? Could these be Kibble's parents? Oh no! Oh my god, how young is Kibbles? Why am I in a relationship with him? Please tell me he's like at some sort of legal dating age or something. Oh god, I decided to respect Kibble's privacy and keep this information to myself. He may not remember any of this and I don't want to distress him. Oh man, that's horrible. So their kid was turned into a cat. Oh no. That's terrible. Oh no. Let's try to trigger another dream. Nope. Magic. Yep, magic. Man, really? Crazy stuff. That must be horrifying. That's why they didn't want to get fired. Obviously, now I understand why Mrs. Marigold didn't want to get fired. At all costs, I wouldn't want to get fired. I would want to stay with my kid by any means necessary. Oh, I get it now. Oh, poor woman. Okay, let's have our little romance going, because those are the only two things you have left before we can do our final piece of research that will end Pinky, one way or another. Be a dear, would you? Snooty Booty is in the habit now of holding out a limp, manicured paw for me to massage. How is resignedly oblige. Oh, do you know, that reminds me, I have something for you. Something for me? Oh, look at you with your mouth agape. Do close it, you'll embarrass us both. I'm sorry, I just didn't expect you to ever think of me when I'm not with you. Ha! You do make me laugh, human. Oh God, please stick your tongue back in your mouth there. Oh my, are you serious? Well, I'll have you know I think of you a great deal. You are my most faithful subject, don't you know? Now, if you want your gift, carry me further down the beach and I'll show you where I hid it. Cradling the hairless cat like a baby, I stroll barefoot along the beach. Snooty Booty directs me with a wave of her paw every now and then. After a while, she loudly commands that I stop and put her down. Here. Snooty says with a regular level of enthusiasm, pointing a perfectly filed claw at a mound of sand. I buried it. I suppose you want me to dig it up then, eh, Boots? Huh, you always know what to say to make me laugh, human. It's quite a talent, I tell you. With a sigh, I start digging. Thankfully, she didn't bury it very deep, and after a few seconds, I find a small object wrapped in a silk scarf. We wouldn't want sand getting into it, would we, dear? Snooty Booty says with a small smile. I carefully opened the flimsy silk bundle and turned the contents over in my hand. It's a little black tub with a plain label stuck to it that reads, Skin Cream PiO3. Oh no. Oh no. Do you love it? What is it? It's horrible. It's horrible. Don't use it. Incinerate it. Right now. Oh dear. Can you not read? Yeah, it says skin cream, but I don't exactly know what that entails. Oh, you see, one massages skin cream into one's skin. Yes, I understand that, Boots, but whose is this? Where did you find it? Well, it's yours now, human. I roll my eyes and further inspect the tub. It's very small and plain with no cosmetic logo or name to be found. I pop open the plastic lid and sure enough, it's full to the brim with goop. I scoop some out of with my index finger and smell it. It smells disgusting, like bin juice or something. Boots! I can't put this on my skin. It'll attract all sorts of bugs and wildlife. Oh, come on now. We must suffer for our beauty, mustn't we? What is in this stuff? Buddy, where did you get this from? All I ask is that you try some on your skin and tell me you don't see instant results. Oh, Snooty, have you been using this stuff? Of course. Without knowing where it's come from? But I know exactly where it has come from. Well then, will you please let me in on the secret? Oh, calm down, human. You will give yourself more wrinkles. Let us take a moment to ponder how my generosity in giving you a thoughtful gift has developed into you interrogating me in such a brutish manner. I take a deep breath. Snooty Booty, I do apologize and thank you sincerely. Of course, I am touched by your generosity and consideration. However, I am also quite concerned for your welfare. Did you take this thing from the lab? Ooh, no, not at all. Thank goodness. I took it from the stockpile behind the lab, where the fire pits are. You mean the incinerators? Snooty, did you take this from the toxic waste bins? I have no idea what they're called, but they routinely give forth the most incredible produce. Waste is indeed a fitting word. I think you'll find toxic is the objective word in that title, Snoots. The contents of those bins are meant to be burned. But why are they burning skin cream? I further scrutinize the tub and conclude that it really is some kind of beauty product. This makes no sense. Actually, Princess, this is a fantastic present, and I'm going to take it right now for further examination. Thank you so much for this. Oh, finally, a little gratitude. I am very grateful. Well, you can report back to me with how splendid you look after a few applications. Yeah, not gonna happen, Snoots, but oh, I will. One thing though, Snooty, just to be clear, have you been using this? I have. Please don't throw me in the water again. Oh, see, it was that stuff. Hilarious. And no problems. As you see, human, my skin is as smooth and clear as porcelain. Yeah, so why incinerate it? Speak up, human, you're mumbling. Oh, nothing, Snooty. I just need your word that you will not use any more products that you find near the lab again, okay? Oh, I see your game, human. You want to be the fairest of them all, eh? No, that's not it. Very well, human. I shall go au naturel for a while, and you will see how, without even a touch of skin cream, I am still as radiant as a star. Oh, well, okay, Snooty. Challenge accepted? Indeed. Well, yeah, yay, I guess. Oh god, what kind of dates are these? These are weird. Recon 16 unlocked. Yay, I guess. What kind of dates are these? I cannot. Okay, never mind. Yeah, let's go. This is weird. Saving. What should I do today? Try to trigger a dream? Maybe? It worked! This issue of Kanashi Boy is super tattered. What has Kibbles been doing with it? Using it as a scratch post? Hold on. Who am I? I grab the mini hot iron and some sticky tape and get to work kneading it. I iron each page flat, unfolding the bent over corners, lining up the tears and patching them. I work slowly and meticulously. It's surprisingly therapeutic. After about an hour, I sit back and admire my work. I'm quite proud of the end result. Not quite good as new, but definitely carefully pre-loved. I reread the issue delicately, appreciating every flaw. I think I shall rename this one Kintsugi Boy. Sure. So that's what I did. Okay. I must really love Kibbles. Well, at least Bum Bum did. Well, I have to do another romance, because the last research will end me, one way or another. Snooty Booty! Come on, girl, let's go. Oh, God. The delicacy of a moment is sometimes only matched by the beauty of the moonlight's reflection on the sea. Snooty Booty turns her big shining silver eyes up to meet me. Human, I've lived a long life and only the first of 9, don't you know? It has been much the same for as far back as my fragile memory reaches. Seeing the moon reflected on the sea would once mean only that I had stayed awake too long, and that I shall see that same shade of gray reflected in the circles under my eyes the next day. However, seeing how you conduct yourself, human, with the grace of a drunken flute fry, and yet the confidence of a red-buttoned mandrill, oh God, what kind of compliments are these? Has left me quite inspired. You do not care one bit about how you look. I subtly try to comb my hair with my fingers. As Snooty Booty turns her attention back to the moon. Oh, well, you do know how to make a woman feel beautiful, Snoots. I have found since meeting you that when one cares less about one's appearance, one finds the capacity to care more about other things. Is that so, Boobs? Boobs. Oh, God. Boots. I meant to say boots. Oh, God. Okay. Quite so, human. Indeed, I have found it rather freeing to bathe in salt water, something which not long ago would have caused me to turn grey with anxiety. In the same vein, I feel I'm owed some thanks for teaching you a thing or two about proper skincare. Yeah, like smearing freaking toxic waste on my skin. Thanks for that. City, your demand that I use a night cream caused me to break out in hives. Yeah, that's exactly what my skin does if I put any sort of cream on it. But once they subsided, you were left with a very healthy glow. I sigh. Pinky? Yes, Snooty Booty? There's a poem I half remember. The words have become irrelevant, but the sentiment is so enduring that it is almost enough to make me to weep at the thought of it. Music is also like that, don't you find? And smell. All of the senses, in fact, are the palette that colors our experiences and leaves an indelible mark on the soul. That's beautiful. Human, I believe you and I are both estates. Estates? I don't know what you're talking. We're what now? We share in our tastes, appreciation of the seducing, I don't know. And again, what? Really? Do try to keep up. I can tell I'm somewhat spoiling a mood here, so I keep my mouth shut and try to look engaged. I have suffered on this god-forsaken island from the lack of many things, but nothing has quite matched the pain of feeling alone, not having a companion to share the more delicate sensibilities that life has to offer. An alluring scent, a vibrant hue, an Epicurean delight, all the subtle joys that are wasted on our more uncivilized cohabitants. It has been like air to my suffocation, sharing time with you, human. Please put your tongue back in. Why, Snoots? Thank you. I enjoyed our time together too. And so, she plows on as though I am an interruption. I feel that together, you and I might create something rather wonderful. Ooh, a masterpiece. Ah, right, a masterpiece. Out of what? Out of us, human. A union, a joining together of souls. I don't know. A marriage of hearts and minds. Oh God, you're making this weird. Are you saying what I think you're saying, Snooty? I'm saying that I'm fond of you enough to give me cause to believe that we may be able to commit to each other in the time-honored tradition of love, human. Oh wow. Well, let's go for it. I love you too. I mean, I've been doing all sorts of crazy stuff for her. There's no way I don't love her. Or I wouldn't be, I don't know, walking in the burning heat just to get one coconut for that crazy cat. I'm amazed. What you're saying is more than I could have hoped for. Oh God, really? So, it is agreed, human. You shall dote on me as my equal from now on. Absolutely. I'm 100% about the doting. Snooty will certainly keep that part of this agreement. I'm a little more suspicious about the equal parts somehow, but as we sit together, admiring the huge orange moon, I feel quite confident that she will learn with time and a patient teacher. Yeah, I actually do think you really fit well together. Yay! Yay! Well, let's try to trigger our last dream. Yeah, it worked. Trixie and Kibbles have brought me to the ridge where the pools of colored water collect. We call them the rainbow pools. It's a beautiful day and there's a vivid rainbow across the sky. Kibbles is over the other side of me, shouting. Okay. Wow, look at this! Come over here! He sounds further away than he is. My hearing isn't quite right, but I don't mind. What is it? You need to see it. Suddenly, I'm beside him. I'm dreaming, yeah. He's looking over the edge of the cliffs, and when I look down, the sea is further away than I expect. It's such a long way down. Do you see? And I feel a push from behind, as I begin to fall, I hear Trixie laugh. Curiosity did what? Yeah, killed a cat. And I'm not falling at all. I'm floating, light as a feather. Fly, little bird, fly away home. This is the best feeling ever. I'm going higher now, up towards the rainbow. I'm going to touch it. Whoa, that is beautiful. Oh my god, I love that color orange. When it's not cloudy, our sunset right now, with how the sky is exactly this color. It is so gorgeous, so beautiful. Oh my god. Mind you, don't get scorched by the sun. Hey, I'm not Icarus. I feel myself being shaken. Homie, you really ought to go in now. It's too hot out here to sleep. I'm on the patch of scrub grass beside my tent. I was just having a moment of shut-eye in the sun, but I must have fallen asleep. Oh, thank you, Trixie. I smile at the calico cat as I'm surreptitiously scratch at the prickly heat on my legs as okay. Well, okay. Wow. That was a beautiful color. Ha! My friend should hear this. She hates orange. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, well, here we go, folks. 62.5% antidote done. Yeah, I have to. Okay, what shall we do? Well, 9, 11, 13. It's clear it's 9. Poor Socks doesn't seem to be getting better. Time to put my veterinary training to the test. Seems like the professor is adding DIY to my list of duties. I've been asked to help the caretakers today. It's time to check on some of our test subjects. Nothing fancy, just a routine checkup. No, let's do this. Just 9. There we go. Here we go. I'm worried about Socks. None of the treatments so far seem to be clearing up his wound. Wait a minute. Where is I don't remember. Popper? No, what's the other? What's the name of the cat with the 2 different eyes? Oh, God. Cleaning the area with saline solution seemed to do the trick at first, but after a few days, the side got too sore to touch, even with a soft cotton pad. Not seeing any positive results, I decided to swallow my doubts and use cream 116. I'm worried that I should have stuck with my gut feeling and not used cream, because now it's even worse and I've exhausted my options. How best to proceed? I decided to ask the professor for his advice. Oh god. Sorry to disturb you, sir, but I need your advice on Socks. Send pic, please. I snap a picture on my catalog and send it to the professor. Professor Proper. Yes, that does look nasty. Have you tried cream 116? Stage 1 protocol was used first, cleaning it with saline solution, etc. But I've tried the cream since, still inflamed. Well, persevere with cream. Takes a while, but will pay off. I feel doubtful, but resign myself to the professor's seniority. If unsatisfied, try steroid formula in fridge. Red bag. I rummage around in the fridge until I find the red bag behind a box of vitamin supplements. Got it. Thank you for your help, sir. I pour the milk into a small bowl and I'm relieved that Socks seemed to like it. Oh. I sit with him and as he laps it up and keep an eye on him for a while. After about an hour, I'm satisfied that he's sleeping happily and all his vital stats seemed normal. Okay. Oh. I've come to the forest to gather my thoughts. Oh, did I finish this one too? Well, I just quietly turned into a cat, and this one, no being shot or other weird things. This morning, I noticed another change in my appearance. Up until now, it's been easy to cover up my transition. I just had to keep on top of removing the excess body hair. Even the stub of a tail that appeared a few days ago hasn't been a problem. Who'd see it? But this new development is definitely a turning point. How am I going to explain the fact that my pupils have turned into vertical slits? Yeah, that happened to me last time. I can't risk anyone seeing me like this, so I'm going to hide out for a while and see what happens. And ta-da, I'm a cat. Here, spread it here. The shade is perfect. She's indicating a small spot on the sand beneath a large palm tree for our midday nap. I begin to spread the old blanket I've been dragging behind me. It's the one I used to have on my bunk when I lived in a tent. That memory is beginning to fade a little around the edges. I still recall how conflicted I felt though. I knew I wanted to be with Snooty, but I had a strong urge to keep working on the antidote. Eventually the decision was made for me. I found it too difficult to remember things in the lab. I kept making mistakes. Then I just sort of allowed myself to sink into my transition. It was quite gentle and the reward was worth any problems. Aw, I'm so cute and white, look at me! It's really cool because my girlfriend's name is Pinky. And then, no, my name is Pinky, but my girlfriend is Pink. Oh, it's just so cute. Yes, this bit of shade is perfect, just like you. But really, Snoots, I don't know why you need this old thing. The sand is so soft and warm. Also, it creeps me out a bit. It reminds me... For goodness sake, Pinky, you've been a cat for 5 minutes and already you know what's best for us. I remind you that you have fur to protect your skin, but mine is exposed and far more delicate. Of course, I suppress a giggle. Yes, of course, my love. You have skin like the wings of a butterfly. Yes, and I have no idea why that amuses you so. I'm just happy. You make me happy. Well, you could make me very happy right now. Name it. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. That was abundantly clear, like, from the beginning. You really ought to be more mindful of those rash declarations. I mean it. Just name it. Anything. Well, fortunately, I have a very kind and humble nature, so I shouldn't take advantage of your simplicity. All I want is that you fan me with a palm leaf. I look around until I find one I can comfortably curl my tail around. This isn't nearly as easy as it used to be. But practice makes perfect, my dear. We settled down in the peace and quiet of the afternoon, me gently wafting the palm leaf over his snoozing snoots. How much more blissful could life be? I'm half tempted to warn the new research assistant to just throw in a towel from the start and join us, but I suppose they have their own journey to end. I'm so glad I found mine. That is true love right there. I tell you. Yay! I am in a relationship with Snooty Booty Frisson. I don't know what that means. I'm not even halfway through the total game. How is that a thing? That's crazy, right? Oh man, what is happening? What is happening? I'm getting a little bit more insight of what is going on, but I'm still not sure. I mean, I know why the marigolds are here now. So, and I know why she's so scared to get fired. So I get that now a little bit more. But on the other hand, does she know that her son is a cat? Because she kept talking about it, and the cats are not important, and they're just things, and so I don't know really. But maybe the dad knows, because he kept saying like, yeah, I don't know what he said. He bonded with them or something. I don't remember. But oh man, this is I don't trust that professor at all. Well, I guess we'll find out more tomorrow. But I only have one person left, so I think that will have us halfway through the game. So what happens after that? I don't know. Oh my god. Ugh. I guess we'll see, right? We'll see. I have no idea, but we'll see. We'll find out ASAP, meaning tomorrow. Until then, thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this, please boop that like button in the nose. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you so so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Meow. So cute. Meow. God, yeah. Oh man. There's a thing. Things are just happening. I don't know what is happening. Things are happening. It's so mysterious. God, it's late.